Knicks fans, we have a huge update regarding Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson's futures in New York. According to Frank Isola, he says league executives say both Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson are being discussed in trade talks, and this changes everything. We're gonna break down the latest intel, why Mitch's value may be at an all-time high, and what the Knicks can and should do about Mikal just 1 year after trading 5 firsts for him. Buckle up, let's get into it. Alright, so Knicks beat writer Stefan Bondy said today on X that Mikal Bridges is now eligible to sign an extension, and the max is 4 years and $156 million. And Frank Isola responded to him saying that this is one of the reasons that Mikal Bridges' name has surfaced in trade discussions according to several team executives. He also said Mitchell Robinson is another player being discussed. So let's pause right there. That's not just smoke, that's a signal that the Knicks front office is actively weighing tough decisions right now ahead of free agency and Thursday's second round of the draft. So let's start with Mitch. Yeah, he did miss most of the regular season with injury, but what he did in the playoffs, it was huge. His defensive presence, rebounding, shot-altering ability, that's a big part of how we got to the Eastern Conference Finals. He outplayed expectations and he looked like one of the best role-playing bigs in the league, so for teams who saw that up close, his stock is up now, not later. And remember, he's extension eligible this summer, so if you're the Knicks and you don't plan to extend him for a big contract worth around $20 million per year, this might be your last best chance to flip him for real value. Maybe a first rounder, maybe a quality bench wing, something you can use now. Do I want to trade Mitch? No, I love Mitch, but if they decide to move on, it's gotta be right now while the value's still there. Now let's talk about Mikal. He's officially extension eligible today, and the number is a max of 4 years, $156 million. So now here's the issue. We gave up 5 first-round picks to get him, 5. That's not happening again in a trade return, so if the Knicks decide to shop him this summer, they're not recouping that package. That value is gone, so a trade now would be selling low. And yet, if he's not willing to take less than the max to help this team stay competitive under the cap, the Knicks might have to make a really tough call. Because giving him that max deal with OG and Towns also locked in, you're pushing deep into the second apron, and that affects trades, signings, and roster flexibility, all of it. So the front office has a choice. Do you trust Mikal to commit to a team-friendly extension, or do you quietly float his name out there now just to see if someone bites? If Mitch gets moved, expect it to be for draft compensation or a lower cost big man that can fill minutes. Maybe even a multi-team deal to open cap flexibility, but if Mikal gets moved, that's huge. It would reset the direction of the team again. A deal like that means they're looking to rebuild the supporting cast around Brunson, OG, Towns, Hart, and Deuce, the new core. And don't forget, the Knicks still hold the 50th pick in tomorrow's second round of the draft, so if Mikal or Mitch is dealt tonight or early Thursday, which I think is very unlikely, that pick could technically be a part of the return package. This is why the Knicks front office is elite. They stay active, aggressive, and always a few steps ahead. But fans, if you had to pick, do you trade Mitch now while his value is highest? Or extend him and keep the band together? And with Mikal, would you offer him the full max or only bring him back if he takes a discount? A lot of questions to be answered this offseason by the Knicks, but this is big picture summer stuff right here and it's moving fast. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, as I would love to hear from you guys. If you're hyped for tomorrow's draft and want more trade rumors, analysis, and Knicks content like this, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and lock in for the week. It's KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.